Alright, and here is to wrap up Tier 4, the Cup race at Brands Hatch. PR required is 62.1, and I believe this is the last race you can run if you haven't put any gold upgrades on your car. So you can at least make it up to 25%, which I guess gets you 5 gold. So that is something. And another item of interest that came through my feed here is that tier 14, so second to last tier, apparently the cup race in tier 14 requires higher PR than the tier 15, the last one. I did not check the tier 14, I only checked the tier 15 because you expect that, you know, PR requirement is constantly increasing, not, you know, increase up to a certain point and drop at the end. But apparently that's what currently the way things are set up in this limited time series. So tier 14 requires, from what I'm hearing, PR 69.3 or 69.9. Right now the tier 15 requires 69.3. So in order to and current setup of upgrades that I mentioned in the intro video and whatnot brings your PR up to 69.5. So obviously that's just slightly shy, 0.4 shy from what we need it to be, which is going to cost extra 50 gold. And so I tried the configuration one more time. Amount it cost is just going to be extra 50 on top, because it really does not matter. You still have to max out the body regardless, and then you have to get the gold upgrade on the engine. That is 50 extra gold, so that is unfortunate. I'm hoping this is a oversight or a mistake the Fire Monkeys made, and maybe they'll compensate us for it, or they'll make a correction. We'll see. But anyway, so that's something to keep in mind. The PR required to complete the event turns out is going to be higher than 69.3, the one that I mentioned. So alright, anyway, with that being said, I am far away from, well, I'm about quarter way there, so let's get this going. It's going to be a 3-lapper cup race at Brands Hatch. Should be a pretty quick one, considering the Indy circuit is pretty short. And I would like to see the Grand Prix circuit of Brands Hatch, where it goes into the forest, into the, you know, the back side of the circuit. But as it stands right now, we don't have that. So Indy circuit is alright. It's a pretty quick one. I would say, yeah, I gotta say I do enjoy this track actually quite a bit. Brands Hatch, definitely. If I had to pick top 5 circuits in Real Racing 3, I would include this one in there. It's a good one. It's got some, you know, the vertical drop here, so that's always fun. Not just completely flat. I mean, there's something to be said about having a completely flat circuit as well, but as I always say, it's the variety, right? So, and on that note, I would love to see the COTA, right? Circuit of the Americas. That one has some serious vertical drop. So that's always, you know, I guess, you know, Spa is a good track. I do like Spa. I'm not terribly good at it, but I still enjoy all the greenery that the circuit presents. And let's see, yeah, if I had to pick out top 5 circuits. Actually, I don't know. Would Brands Hatch make it into top 5? Now I think about it. There's Mount Panorama. That's a good one too. Let's see. I don't know. What track do you guys like? Let's have a completely unscientific, unofficial poll on what the favorite circuit is. And I know, generally speaking, I think it's easier to pick on a track that most people don't like, because I can already guess it's gonna be the Hong Kong. Unfortunately, I actually don't mind Hong Kong, but I know it does get a lot of hate. It's a tricky circuit and very narrow, a lot of blind turns. I get it. I get the reason for frustration, but you know, my thought is it frustrates everybody, not just you, so no reason to get too upset about it, right? But the fact maybe that you cannot go as fast on that circuit is what frustrates more people. I don't know. I mean, before that we had Melbourne. Melbourne is pretty narrow and curvy circuit as well, but I don't feel like Melbourne is nearly as hated as Hong Kong. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, so why don't you guys leave in the comment section what your favorite circuit is in Real Racing 3, because I think the most hated one, as I said, is easy to pick on, but the favorite, I have a feeling that there's gonna be a bit of disagreement, let's say. But anyway, here's my quarter way to winning this car. 25% complete. Actually, it's at 26%, yeah. The way the limited time series completion works out. So there we have it. So we'll continue on with the next tier 5. See you there.